purpose of the presentation that I'm going to be giving is to just share with you the story that PharmaLex have had with working with DocShifter. Our journey to choosing DocShifter started probably at the start of 2020. And what I want to do is do some scene setting really before I jump in and explain exactly what it is that we've done with DocShifter within PharmaLex. And go back and take a look at why we've chosen to implement DocShifter and what were our triggers for doing that. And I'm not going to go through these two graphics. They're really there to illustrate the difference in our regulatory systems landscape that we had prior to 2020 and where we are now and where we want to continue to be in the future. And I don't know how many of you have followed the PharmaLex story, but over the years, PharmaLex has gone through lots of acquisitions, and obviously with that come a lot of regulatory systems that don't necessarily talk to each other, don't necessarily do the same thing, and we ended up with a lot of disparate systems. We had multiple publishing tools, for example. We were getting documents from our clients through different methods. Some would be sharing them with us via Box or ShareFile. Our publishers were storing documents in different secure locations. So what we wanted to do when we set out a project 2 years ago was to really streamline our regulatory systems. And the slide here on the graphic on the right hand side shows us where we are now and also where we want to continue to be. And we have two swim lanes on the slide, and the one that we're going to look at this afternoon is the second one, which is this internal one. So for some of our clients, they want us to manage and work with an entire portfolio of products. And take on all the regulatory activities and also reg ops functions as well. And for those clients, we do have a vendor's end-to-end RIM solution that we use for those situations. But a huge amount of the work we do for our clients when we're publishing their regulatory submissions, we need to manage in some internal systems. So we've spent the last couple of years in creating and implementing global systems that are used by all of our publishers and our regulatory leads to make sure that we're focusing on simplification of our publishing process and that handover of documents from our client through a regulatory lead within PharmaLex and onto our publisher. But then also how we then hand back our published sequences back to our clients. And the way we built our roadmap is to really streamline everything as much as possible, so we're using the fewest systems that we can, and our systems can talk to each other. So I said this is all contained in this second swim lane here, and these are systems that we have developed in-house. But while looking at these systems, we really wanted to focus on the things that we thought we would get most benefit from, and one of those was pre-publishing. When I talk about pre-publishing, it's all the things that Paul has already been talking about, is making sure those PDF documents are submission ready and they'll be accepted by the health authorities when they're put into an ECTD sequence. We knew from talking to our publishers that actually preparing the documents was time consuming, very resource intensive, and this was definitely something that we wanted to automate, which is why we started having our conversations with DocShifter. So another little bit of background about our documents, and I think this was the biggest learning lesson for us when we were working through our project, is the type of documents that we get from our clients. And because we are a service provider, we work with many, many clients from around the world, and we therefore get lots of different types of quality documents to us. And I've tried to put them into 3 categories here, but in reality, we get a real mixture of all of these. I mean, our publishers' favorite documents are the Word documents. These can often be authored using a client's template. They're very well structured. They've got good formatting and styles. They've got headings in them, and they work, and they are the favorite documents of our publishers. We also then get some PDF documents handed to us by our clients, and some of these are very good quality and obviously have been converted from a Word document. And then the third category is those image PDFs, which also are handed to us from time to time, where we are given scanned documents and the PDF is handed to us as an image. So they're really the 3 different buckets that we have. But as I said, because of the variety of clients that we work with, we do see a combination of all different file types, and our systems and our processes then have that challenge of having to manage all of those different document types, which does cause us a few headaches.